Hi everyone, John Holmes, ABRSM Chief Examiner here, and I want to talk about our new performance-focused grade exams. I know there have been a lot of queries and interesting questions about this. In particular, I want to talk about the idea of the performance as a whole, what that means and how it will be assessed. So the performance as a whole is taking if you like, a different lens to look at the performance after it's finished. What are those things that we can assess and we can say once the performance is finished that couldn't be said during it? And essentially, the examiner is going to be looking through three perspectives, and that will be communication, interpretation, and delivery. And they seem quite complicated, so let me explain them in simple terms. So communication, that's kind of you and your listener, you and your audience, and potentially there could be an audience there for you. How do you communicate? What are you communicating? How do you come across? And then if we think about interpretation, that's kind of you and your music. What relationship do you have with the music? How well do you understand it? What do you know about it? You imagine it as the characters in a play. What do you know about the context? What sort of personality you're trying to put across through the music in terms of the interpretation? And then in terms of delivery, that's probably the one everyone understands the most easily, which is to do with you and your instrument. How friendly is that relationship? How consistent are you able to manage the instrument and the technical demands of the music all the way through the four pieces of the performance for the performance-focused grades? So just to sum that up again, you and your listener, you and your audience, you and your music, you and the composer, you and the characters in the music, and you and your instrument, the technical delivery and the consistency of control during the performance. And that's what we mean by assessing the performance as a whole.